we always wait on this. Eva's Corner. Eva, what you got this morning?
You know what, Ricky? I want to talk about something that I'm sure that you can relate to and you grew up with in some fashion. I want to talk about family quality time and having family dinner. Like the old school way, though. Not the new school way with phones and TVs and all the distractions, but carving out that time daily, not a whole lot of time, just some time, to connect with your family. Children in this generation, they definitely need this in their life so much more than ever. They have more pressure than we had growing up, let's just be honest. They have to worry about, what to do, what not to do, how to be accepted, and they hate themselves for it if they can't figure it out. And that self-esteem, that confidence that we had, we got that at home. I don't think we realize that because I'm not saying that bullying is a new thing. They've been bullying since Jesus Christ, right? But bullying is different now because you used to get bullied at school and then you would come home to your comfort zone. That was your safe space. And now you're getting cyber bullied, you're getting bullied online, on your phone, on your Instagram, on internet. And so that safe space doesn't really exist the way it did anymore. And these kids aren't having outlets like we used to have to sit and talk to your parents. And a lot of time that was literally over a meal. Yeah. Where you would sit down, and you would talk to your mom and dad and they would ask you what's going on in your life. And so I started to think about how did we get so far away from that? And 4 of the most common excuses for not having family dinner time, it just shocked and appalled me. One of them is that we are just too tired and too stressed out. Both of the parents work. And even if we both grew up with 2 working parents back in the day, the mom or the grandma or the aunt or the older sister, someone took that responsibility of making sure dinner was ready. Right. Someone did that. And nowadays, no one's doing that. We're picking up food on the go, getting what's convenient, leaving it in the kitchen. You pick up the food as you feel like eating it, not when mama say sit down. Remember when your mama used to yell outside and say, time to come eat?
Yeah, everybody get something and go in different rooms and sit in front of a TV and eat or whatever.
Exactly.
And Eva, I don't allow that. Everybody have to sit at the table and we bless the food and eat at the same time. Even if we eating out, we bring the food and we take it out of the boxes and put it on real plates.
On plates.
And we sit down and we bless it and we eat together with no cell phones at the table.
Necessary.
I'm telling you.
It gives you an opportunity to kind of, talk to your kids. Ask them what's going on. You don't realize your kid's being bullied or they're being pressured or they have this or that going on or a teacher's been getting on them, and it gives you an opportunity to connect with them. And then the other thing you just said is one of the very common reasons because we replace dinner time with TV routine. So it's like my favorite show coming on or you know what I mean? So we take our food, we go and sit in front of the TV and we watch the game or we watch our program and we're not taking that time to find out what's going on with our kids.
Boy, you ought to see me sitting at that little bitty Toy Story table with my little grandson eating.
I love when I see you record that, Rick, and you put it up online because it's something that you just don't see enough.
Right.
And, so when they grow up from being your grandson's age and then become teenagers, the other excuse is that, you can't pull them away from their phone. There has to be some point because I know in my household growing up, we weren't even allowed to watch TV during the week. We definitely weren't allowed to be on the phone and texting.
Yeah, no phones at the table. And I have real good conversation with my son and my nephew because they're college athletes and my other nephew, DJ. They all Middle Tennessee and Alabama State. And we get to talk about college and education and etiquette and how to be and things to do, things not to do, while I'm watching them eat, because I'm always correcting with table manners and teaching etiquette as we go.
It's so necessary.
And all that kind of stuff. But that intimacy right there is real. It's awesome.
Priceless,
it's a good segment.
And the last reason that I find that people are getting away from family dinners is that we're just always on the go. And we make these excuses because, and don't get me wrong, I can relate. I have my own business. My husband has his own business. I have kids of different ages. They have different schedules. But you as the parent have to designate that time. If it's 45 minutes, you have to designate that time and tell everybody, put the phone down, turn the TV off, put everything away. And we are going to spend this time together. And you have to do that for your kids and make it, a necessity. It is essential. It allows you to build strong families and foundation. And that's the platform that your kids, when they become young adults, that's what they're going to pull from. That's
Absolutely.
that confidence they're going to pull from. So family dinner is not just a time for you guys to eat and nourish yourself, but it's a time for you guys to build memories and share experiences and listen to what's going on in each other's lives. And I know it sounds so simple and old school, but, sometimes you got to take it back to the old school.
Even washing the dishes and cleaning up the kitchen together is fun.
Teacher,
because what we do, we turn the music up real loud, like we get turned up. Like I make cleaning up the kitchen fun. Everybody dancing and naying and setting out a cue hop, but we mopping and cleaning up the kitchen and cleaning those eyes or whatever. So if anybody want to listen to this audio again, you can go to RickySmileyTheMorningShow.com, or you can follow Eva on Instagram. Eva, how can you be reached?
You can find me at Eva Marcille on Instagram and on Twitter, and I'm going to post this edition of Eva's Corner on my stories. You'll see Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and you'll see Eva's Corner.